If you're a Boston Celtics fan, stand up, make some noise, celebrate. Game 1 is in the books. And we here to overreact right after this. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics for getting the job done in Game 1. The Celtics defeated the Cavs 107-89. Yeah. 107-89 in Game 1. And they did it like, I don't want to say it was like in high fashion, because I didn't feel like any Celtics players, other than what we saw off the bench from Kristaps Porzingis, was super magical tonight. I thought this was a team efficient type of win. You know what I'm saying? And my partner, CPOG, he probably went to sleep on me. I asked him to try to stay up. He said he's going to try to stay up, so he's not here. So we're not going to be before you long. It's going to be one of them quick, short sermons. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody, the Breezy Bunch crew. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody, wherever you are. I didn't get a chance to watch any of the pressers or anything like that. I can't wait to do so. But they did their job, and they got the job done. And I remember on the preview show, I was trying to point out the fact that I didn't think anything was wrong with Kristaps Porzingis. I thought he was going to be managed with his minutes. And he came in and had all the smirks, same smirks he had in practice on his face. You know what I'm saying? Same smirks. Jax 49er Girls Knocks. Let's effing go. You know what, Jax? Let's go. 1-0. 3 more to go. 3 more to go. My man Kevin Parker in the building. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Red Jet Shell. Hey, chat. Nice win. Nick Nice. Celtics won. I wonder how my boy John is feeling. I did see one of his tweets. Let's see if I could find it. He was kind of pissed off at Kyrie Irving. Kyrie killed this game. Didn't show up at all versus his old team in the finals. Wasn't expecting that. That's from my boy John Chapman. Sorry, brother. Hey, you still got the best player in the game on the court. Luka Doncic balled out. 30 points. He was 12 of 26. He shot 46.2% from the floor. He had a couple of big threes though in that third quarter. I was like, damn, don't let him shoot. You know what I mean? Don't let Luka shoot. But they were wide open too. That's the one thing. I'm telling you, there's a lot of constructive criticism that I have for the Boston Celtics. But go Celtics! What's going on, Eli? Yeah, Niners Celtics. Listen, man, we could represent all daggone day. You know what I mean? Like Niners Celtics. I love it. My boy DJ Malone says at least the Celtics didn't overachieve like the Bruins. Listen, man, I thought the Bruins was going to be able to get something done, and they got their butts kicked. So it is what it is. Manly says, Wayne, I thought you was running around the room. Did I say I was going to run around the room? I don't remember what I said. I don't remember half of the things that I said. But get some rest, Nick. Nice 21. I need to get to bed too. I got to get up and go to the gym early. So again, I won't be here super long. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitter. Appreciate you guys. Let's just recap what we saw, man. We saw a great game from the Boston Celtics overall. I thought the total game was good. You gotta tip your hat and give the Boston Celtics defense a round of applause. Definitely got to tip your hat. Nick, I haven't been in tune with the 49ers since earlier today, but I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm definitely going to check it out, do my due diligence, call my sources, see what's going on with this Brandon Ayuk situation. I am hearing there's a lot of stuff going on, but I'll definitely touch on that tomorrow. That's going to be crazy. So we'll probably cover that on the B.A.M show tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. But I got to tip my hat to the Boston Celtics defense that only allowed the Dallas Mavericks to get 89 mother-freaking points. And their defense on Kyrie Irving, to me, was super spot on. I mean, Kyrie was 6 for 19. He shot 31.6% from the floor. He was 0 for 5 from the 3. That's the way you like it. 0 for 5 from the 3. He was a minus 19 on the court. He only finished the game with 12 points. And that's what you want. Like, you see, if you're the Celtics, right, you live with what you're going to get from Luka. Luka's going to hit magical shots. He's going to score. He's going to do all the things that Luka does, right? The question is, how do you eliminate the help? And I'm not saying Kyrie's help, but he's the help. He's the guy that you need to go off. You need your 1-2 punch, just like the Celtics will need Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in this series at some point. They're going to need their 1-2 punch, you know? But like I did on Bleacher Report, I got to start the show off, and I gotta touch on my man. You know, I think Stephen A. Smith and I are only friends during football season. Why? Because he can't stand the Dallas Cowboys. But he clearly doesn't like the Boston Celtics. Like, clearly doesn't like the Boston Celtics. The stuff that he was saying about the Boston Celtics before this series started was ridiculous. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you? Seriously. Like, you're not even giving the Celtics a shot. And the only shot you're giving them is if they got Porzingis. And Porzingis got to be this. Porzingis got to be that. He got to be 80%. All this type of stuff. I'm like, bro, you do realize that the Boston Celtics, with or without Porzingis, was still the best team in the NBA, right? And don't get it twisted. I want Porzingis out there on the court. But you had to give Boston some type of credit. Oh, they had the easiest run to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Wait. So Stephen A. Smith was talking all the trash about the Celtics. He's at the game. This is what he had to say at the game.
I didn't see that shit coming. Porzingis looks phenomenal. He keeps this up. Dallas can't win this series.
So he's banking. He's putting his money in on the Porzingis, which is fine. I don't care who you pick. You know what I'm saying? But hey, like we all knew it. We all knew Porzingis was coming back. We all knew he was gonna ball out. We all knew he was gonna have a great game, great series. What's going on, bro? Sense. What up, Breeze? Celtics all day, every day, all day, every day. Like, but Stephen A. Smith, listen, man. I don't want you jumping ship. No. I want you to keep your stance. If I don't want Shaq jumping ship, I don't want any of the NBA talking heads and the media jumping ship. I want y'all to keep that same energy y'all had. Because listen, for those that picked Dallas to win this game were silly anyway. They haven't won a game one in the playoffs. They usually they try to find a way to adjust after game one. But they don't also lose this bad. This is bad. They almost lost by 20 points. You know what I'm saying? They almost lost by 20. You know? 18 is almost 20. It's what it is. It would have been 20. You know, had the Boston Celtics, they put the bench in. So all I'm saying is, I want the same energy. First Take about to be lit. I usually don't watch First Take, but wherever I am, it's going to be lit. My schedule tomorrow is super booked, but tomorrow First Take is going to be lit. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be watching, and I'm going to be listening. I'm going to be recording. I'm going to be putting out there and listen, like it. Trust me, it's going to be crazy. Stephen A. Smith, don't change your stance because you watch Porzingis play basketball. What did you think he was going to do? You thought he was going to come out there and look like he was trash after missing a month of basketball? You know that smirk that Porzingis had on his face? That was probably towards Stephen A. Smith. Hey, did Luka talk trash in this game? I didn't pick up on any trash talking in this game. I saw all smiles from Luka. No trash talking. But listen, when you mud stomp a team like this, you know, you got to figure out. I think what happened with the Celtics in this game, you know, when you're beating a team by a large margin, it's hard to sustain that lead. Like, Dallas was going to scrap. That's what you got from. If you're a Mavericks fan, you should be happy that your team found a way to scrap and cut this lead by 8. If you're a Mavericks fan, you should be happy that your team kept scrapping and found a way to take a 29-point deficit and trim it down to only an 8-point deficit, right? Why? Because your team did figure out something at some point. Now, when Joe Mazzulla called that timeout, that's when the Celtics decided to turn up the intensity on the defensive side. They stopped turning the ball over. They put their heads down, that ball on the ground, and they started attacking the basket. That's what the Celtics did. They started attacking the basket. If the Celtics play this style of basketball every single night in the NBA Finals, I don't see how the Dallas Mavericks will beat them. Even with Kyrie's 20 points. Keep Kyrie under 20. I think that's the key. Keep him under 20. We won by 18. Keep him under 20. He had 12, so even 8 more, you still win this game. See what I'm saying? Keep Kyrie under 20 freaking points. I think the Celtics will find a way. Now, I'm not saying they're going to sweep the Dallas Mavericks. I still think that the Mavericks will get a win at home. I just don't think they're going to beat the Celtics on the road. I don't think they'll beat the Celtics on the road. Now, we got to get through this infamous game 2. The Celtics did finally win a game 2 in the NBA playoffs at home. But now they're going to be playing another scrappy team. Listen, going into game 2, I don't expect Kyrie to go 0 for 5 from the 3. But make his 3-point shots contested, please. Do not let Kyrie shoot wide open shots. Make his 3-point shots contested. Because Kyrie, if he hits a 3, he's going to continue to shoot and hit the 3s. That's how Kyrie works. That's how anybody works when they're hitting 3s. It's when they're missing that they keep shooting. They're trying to get out of the slump. Remember Sam Hauser? Sam Hauser hit 2 3s in his game. He finished with 8 points. He hit 2 3s. He saw that ball go in and said, listen, when I get the opportunity to shoot again. He did. Went 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. It looked like he went 3 for 3, but they called it a 2. So shooters are going to shoot. Kyrie can shoot. But I do want to talk about the Boston Celtics and how evenly this game was when it came down to scoring production. You got to start with the Boston Celtics leading scorer on tonight, and that was Jaylen freaking Brown. Give Jaylen Brown a round of applause. 7 for 12, 58% from the floor, 2 for 6 from the 3. That's 33%, 33.3%. His area where he struggled in this game was at the free throw line. Now, he led the team. Like, he got to the free throw line 11 times. He went 6 for 11. He shot 54.5%. I need him to get that number up to 70. And Jaylen Brown, you got to find a way to hit these free throws. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about Jaylen Brown where he struggles from the free throw line, but I do applaud him and I do commend him for attacking and getting to the free throw line. 11 free throws, 6 made shots. He finished the game with 6 rebounds. He also had 2 assists in this game, but he had 3 blocks. Now, Jaylen Brown had 3 blocks in this game. 3 meaningful blocks. They weren't like, oh, blocked by committee, blocked by accident. Nah. They were, I'm going to protect the rim type of blocks. Jaylen Brown, I thought defensively, he played the most minutes, 37 minutes and 14 seconds. No, he played the second most minutes. I'm sorry. Jason Tatum played the most. I thought defensively, Jaylen Brown was a menace. And he only had 2 turnovers. I can live with that. 2 turnovers from Jaylen Brown, 3 blocks. This dude was balling. He was a plus 12 on the court. Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum, the superstar of the Boston Celtics, 42 minutes, 9 seconds. 6 for 16. Shot poorly from the floor. I don't know if Jason Tatum was allowing the game just to come to him because he scored when he needed to. He did. He hit a nice big 3 when he needed to. He scored when he needed to. He attacked when he needed to. But it just seemed like he was just allowing the hot hand to stay hot. He was allowing what he was seeing off the bench to do what they did. Jason Tatum was more like the overseer, the facilitator of the game. He had 5 assists in this game. Shot 37.5% from the floor. He did shoot 42.9% from the 3, which is not bad. 3 for 7, not bad. I didn't see him take bad shots, which is great, meaning dribble, pull up, shoot a fadeaway three, a contested. I don't think I've seen any of those. So I'm happy. But he only got to the free throw line twice, and he missed one of his free throws. So he shot 50%. He shot worse than Jaylen Brown. Oh, my God. But he finished this game with 11 rebounds, right? Like 11 rebounds. Like Jason Tatum had a double-double under tonight. So 5 assists. Also a block shot. 6 turnovers, though. That's where Jason Tatum, there were careless turnovers from Tatum. Like, I'm just like, Tatum, you don't have to force anything. You're still the best player on the court. Allow the game to open up. Allow the passing lanes to open up. You don't got to dribble the ball, put it on the ground every single time. They're going to be handsy. But so Jason Tatum seemed a bit timid tonight. But he made up for it to me in the intangible areas of the basketball, like the rebounding. That was huge. He was grabbing some boards in this game. Al Horford started. Man, listen, if I'm Joe Mazzulla, Al Horford is going to start every night if he gets the proper rest that he needs, because to me, this allowed the Boston's bench to come in and alleviate some of the pressure. And we'll talk about the bench in a second, which scored, I think, 32 points on tonight. We'll talk about that. But Al Horford, 29 minutes. He went 4 for 8 from the floor, 50%. He shot 40% from the 3, 2 for 5. He didn't get to the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 7 rebounds for Al. And three assists from Al Horford, 2 block shots. It was block city in this game. It was all block city in this game. Derek White, 35 minutes, 5 for 11, 45.5% from the floor, 3 for 8 from the 3, 37.8%. He did hit both of his free throws. He only had 2 rebounds in this game, but 5 assists. It's a 3-way tie for first and assist, and it's at that number 5. So you got Jason Tatum, you got Derek White as of right now, and we'll get to the next person. He had a steal, but he had a couple of turnovers. But everybody on the Celtics was a plus that started and came in off the bench before they added in the reserves, I guess. You know, everybody was a plus on the court. Drew Holiday, starting point guard for the Boston Celtics, 34 minutes, 54 seconds. This kid went 4 for 9, 44.4% from the floor, 2 for 5 from the 3. That's 40%. He had hit both of his free throws, 8 rebounds he finished with in this game, and he also was a 5 assist leader. So he was tied for first with assists. He also had a steal in this game, and he was a plus freaking 20 on the court. Drew Holiday is like, the thing I like about Drew is the way, or his ability. I feel like he does a lot of the dirty work. He's not Marcus Smart, so he's not replacing that style of play of Marcus Smart. But man, like he's a finisher around the rim. He finds ways to attack the basket. He was going to shoot the 3. He had a ugly 3-point shot attempt in this game, in my opinion. But he's going to shoot, and he's finding his niche with the Boston Celtics. I believe in these playoffs. He's scoring. He's attacking. He's stopping runs. But defensively, I think that's where he's definitely trending upwards. And the way that they rotated on Luka Doncic was amazing. I thought that was cool. Sam Hauser, Kristaps Porzingis, Peyton Pritchard. These are guys that were the main rotation from the bench. And yes, I said Kristaps Porzingis because he only played 20 minutes in this game. But he went 8 for 13. He shot 61.5% from the floor. He had the highest field goal percentage second highest, field goal percentage in this game. He went 2 for 4 from the 3, so he shot 50%. Made both of his free throws. He finished with 6 rebounds. He had 3 block shots. So 2 Celtics with 3 block shots. Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis. And Kristaps, I didn't know he was a rim protector like he was, but that brother was protecting the mother freaking rim. He was making players just alter their shots. It didn't matter who the player was, alter their shots, and he wasn't fouling. I thought that was pretty dope. I thought Kristaps Porzingis came in, gave the Celtics exactly what they needed off the bench. And the reason why I said I like that is the simple fact that you didn't have to sit there and you could start Al, and then you bring in a fresh big that can stretch the floor later. And I'm not saying Al can't do that either. It's just different when Porzingis is in the game and you're not overworking him in this with the starting minutes. And I thought the rotation between Al, 29 minutes, Kristaps Porzingis, 20 minutes, I thought that was dope. Smitty, what's going on, baby? And so Sam Hauser, man, that's the guy. We got to get him going, man. If Sam Hauser could come in off the bench and hit 4 threes, that's 12 points. If Sam Hauser could get you 4 threes, 4 times 3 is 12. That's 12 freaking points. That's huge. He finished the game, though, with only 8 points, but we'll take it. Again, should have been 9. I thought that last one was a 3, but they called it a 2. Just the spacing on the court. He had the highest field goal percentage from the floor. He was 3 for 4, only 4 attempts, but 75%. I'll take it. Hit both of his both of his 3-pointers. And if he's shooting and he's spot on, shoot, then the Celtics got something really to. It's gonna be really hard to beat them. You gotta remember, Sam Hauser was terrible in the playoffs. He wasn't giving the Celtics anything off the bench, and I mainly think that was because of the spacing on the floor. No Kristaps Porzingis, which kind of like ignites him to shoot more freely. Porzingis played. Sam Hauser hit 2 threes. Leave it at that. Peyton Pritchard, I thought he was a defensive pest. I thought Peyton Pritchard in this game played really well on Luka Doncic when he had to defend him, and I'm like, oh no, that's not going to work, right? Didn't he come up with that steal, and then him and Derek White was able to score in transition? Like, that's what you need. You need the on-pest type of guy. Didn't give you anything offensively. 0 for 7 from the floor. 0 for 5 from the 3. He's got to be better. He's got to be better. Ben, what's going on? Let's go, baby. White found his rhythm. He's got to be better. I think White's still not in the rhythm that we used to seeing him be in. I don't know if it's rhythm or confidence either, but Peyton Pritchard, though, has got to find a way to put up some points. He was a +4 on the floor, +4, but he's got to find a way to put up, get those baskets in there, right? Hit his threes. He missed a couple of corner threes, some were wide open. If Pritchard is getting you, I would say 8 to 10 points, man, that's crazy. Celtics bench, okay? When the reserves came in, Luke Cornett, O'Shea Brissett, Svi, Mikhailic, when they came in the game, they were Cornett and Svi was able to score. So the bench total 28, 30, 32. The Celtics bench for the first time in the playoffs gave us plus 30 points. Plus 30 points. Ben, my gig was amazing. We got tipped very well. The people loved it. Food was great. I had these banging meatballs. Man, they were like butter too, man. Nice Italian restaurant. You could tell the sauce was cooked for a minute. Like it wasn't just no jar marinara. It was really good. That's all I ate. I was good. I was good with it. Gig was good though. I'm great. Celtics, they dominated this game. They did exactly what I thought that they were going to do in game 1. I remember I was having an argument with my bro Cliff, and he was like, oh no, this game's going to be close. No, it's not. Why? I said even Vegas gave a 6.5 point game, had a 6.5 point spread. Everybody was betting Dallas because they thought the game was going to be close too. In what world did y'all think this game was going to be close? Yo, the Celtics covered exactly what they did in the regular season. This Dallas team looked like the regular season Dallas team. What are we talking about? They look exactly how they look when we played them in the regular season. We beat them by 19 or 18, and we beat them by 20-something. They look exactly the same. They look zero different. You let freaking Drew Holiday, you let Luka Doncic do what he does, and usually Kyrie gonna get you 20. He didn't even get 20 in this game. They had to get offense from somebody else. I like this comment. Celtics aren't playing with their. They better not listen. The pressure, and I think tomorrow I got to do a Bleacher Report recap show. But I think I'm gonna talk about the pressure because the pressure is on the Celtics. I wonder if that is one of the reasons Jason Tatum seems to be struggling to get, because you can see like 805 Blackbeard, Tatum was okay. I know. Like, that's not good though. You Tatum can't be okay. Tatum got to be great. But is the pressure of him being great and getting over this hump, is that affecting his ability to play? Because I didn't think they were defending him any different than he's been defended all season long or all playoff long. It just, he wasn't taking, he shot 16 shots, so he led the team with the most shot attempts. He just couldn't score. He just wasn't scoring. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it. Jamie Lee, boss the game plan, work it to perfection. I think I like you, Jamie Lee, because this is exactly what it is. This is how you beat any team. If they got 2 stars, especially 2, right? And they don't have, I'm not trying to say Gafford and those guys aren't like good bigs, because they're good bigs, but they're not superstar bigs. Does that make sense? They're not like Miles Turner, who we just played. We didn't have to face Jarrett Allen. And the best big we played all series was B.A.M, right? B.A.M Adebayo. I feel like Gafford and Lively aren't them. They're not in that same stratosphere. They're good. They're solid. But you know what happens? They got to figure out how to defend Kristaps Porzingis, because Porzingis was getting every mismatch he wanted and just shooting right over the top. They made Luka work hard, and he's gassed. Bro, did you see the defense Peyton Pritchard was applying? It was like a fresh defender on Luka in the fourth quarter, and Luka couldn't score. Like, I think he had a great third quarter. Let me see, what did he score in the fourth? Let me see if I could get that. Game charts. I want to see what Luka did in the fourth quarter. He got 1 basket. Luka Doncic went 1 for 4 in the fourth quarter. He went berserk in the third quarter. He went 4 for 8 in the third quarter. That's not really berserk. That's 50%, but he took 8 attempts. He only took 4. This is the game plan, Jamie Lee. By the fourth quarter, he's got to run out of gas if he's doing it all. You got to look at the Celtics. They only allow 89 points. 89 points. That's it. They allowed 89 points to Luka, Magic, and Kyrie. I think if you could continue to defend Kyrie had 0 in the fourth quarter. 0 points, 0 shot attempts. He went 3 for 10 in the third. He went 1 for 4 in the second. And he went 2 for 5 in the first quarter. If you could focus on getting Kyrie to not play well again and take him off of his game, it's gonna be crazy. Because I think that the Boston Celtics might be on to something. Now, like I said, Game 2 is the only game that matter, and the Celtics got to figure out how to, capitalize, come out with the same energy. And here's what they got to do: they got to come out with the same energy. They got to continue to have the mindset of attacking. If the threes are falling, cool. But the moment you miss, I would say 3 threes in a row, or for 3 shot attempts, and you miss 3 of them, I think I would kind of like switch up that game plan just a little bit. Had this game been close, those missed threes could have cost us the lead, could have cost us, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could have went a whole different way. I think the Celtics got to continue to figure out how to attack this team, because what they're going to do is they play pretty aggressive. And what I realize is if Derek Lively, I think, finished this game with 5 fouls, maybe 4 to 5, right? Keep attacking him. He's young. He's the rookie. You pick on him. You pick on the rook, right? You pick on him. Jaylen Brown was going at him every single time. He's like, oh, this young buck. He had the dunk by Jaylen Brown was ridiculous. Where's my sound? The dunk by Jaylen Brown was straight up this one.
Boom shakalaka.
It was a boom shakalaka. It was on 2 people. Do I got the 2 people? I don't know. I got to watch the video. But that dunk was ridiculous. I'm like, did he do that? Did he really do that? Like, Jaylen Brown was on one. He was on one. Only had 22 points, but he was on one. And Jaylen Brown hits the rest of his free throws. It's 30-point night for Jaylen Brown. But, for some reason, Brown just says, I don't care about the free throws. Brown, you care about the free throws, please. Please, you too dynamic. You're too great to miss free throws like that. Too great. Too great. But I would like to see the mindset of Jason Tatum in game 2. Will they show him different looks? Will he be more aggressive? Will he be more decisive when attacking the basket? Because he was looking to attack and dish. I'm cool with that. He's also looking to attack and finish. He also was drawing contact and not getting called. But I'm curious to see what his mindset is going to be like. I really am. I'm curious to see what his mindset is going to be like. I can't complain about the officiating because both teams had 19 foul calls. Right? 19 foul calls. Roselle Shaver says Tatum has to stop settling for threes and he can't. I don't think it's in his DNA. I don't think it's. Can you imagine if Jason Tatum had the mindset to just attack? First of all, I wish my brother Cliff was here. Jason Tatum is a big 6'7" dude, right? Like that. Like if you look at Jason Tatum, he's brolic now, right? I mean, he's not LeBron James big, but he's still big for Jason Tatum. Go back and watch him like the beginning of his career and watch him now. You're like, oh, this dude put on some muscle, right? I just feel like if he continues to be in that attack mode, like you said, dude will draw at least 15 fouls a game and probably finish at the rim the majority of the time, every time. But for some reason, he want to be finesse. No, I ain't with it. Like, this is the finals. It's like you have to just have the mindset of we're not going home without the championship. Like, we're not settling for second place. I need that mindset. I feel like Jaylen Brown has that mindset. I'm going to need Jason Tatum to get that mindset. I don't have a problem with his gameplay. I don't have a problem because like I said, he did all the intangibles tonight and he was superb. 11 rebounds? Man, that dude was grabbing them boards, right? 5 assists. He was looking for players to get going. I'm cool with that. It's something about his mindset that worries me because he doesn't seem like he wants to be super aggressive. I'm going to need Tatum to be super aggressive because a super aggressive, angry Tatum with some yellow eyes or green eyes or whatever color eyes you want to call those eyes, when they light up, then that's when you know that's the dark side of Tatum. That's when you know it's about to be on like popcorn. And listen, when Tatum is hitting his threes, he's usually on, but he takes contested ones. And silly mid-range shots. Like, mid-range not even part of basketball like that no more. Now, if he's working on a post move and it's a one-on-one and he's trying to, post the player up and he hits it with the step fade away or step back and creates the space to shoot, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with a lot of the stuff that these players do. The thing that irks me is when they shoot contested shots, especially for threes, and then they're complaining and then they don't get back in transition, and next thing you know, it's an easy bucket going the other way. But if the ball moves, you pass it here, you pass it there, you pass it there, hot potato, two potato. If you do that and you get the ball back and you shoot the shot, for sure, I'm cool with that. I think that's basketball, right? You want to get the ball to the wide open shooter and shoot the shot. Defensively, I thought the Celtics were superb, minus one area, and that's defending the three. I don't know why we miscommunicate. I don't get it. I don't understand. It seems like we're the only team that miscommunicates when it comes to defending the perimeter. I'm going to need them to figure that out. Because we let them shoot a lot of wide open threes, and they missed a lot of wide open threes. They only shot 25.9% from the 3-point line. They were 7 for 27. But Kyrie missed wide open. Like, a bunch of players missed wide open. You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see what the players are talking about at their pressers. I'm definitely going to give those a listen. recap some of those tomorrow on Bleacher Report. So I'll be doing the Celtics show 12 p.m. noon on Bleacher Report. If you guys have Bleacher Report, if you don't have the Bleacher Report app, download it now to your phone. It's free $99. Follow me, Wayne Brown, WayneBreezie. Just type them both in there, right? And then follow me. That way when I go live, you just won't miss you won't miss an episode. I do 49ers content for them, as well as Celtics, as well as Michigan Wolverines, as well as I think the UConn Huskies. I think I did something for them as well. So make sure you guys follow me there. I'm going to go live tomorrow, 12 p.m. noon. I'm going live on Bleacher Report twice. I'm also going to talk about 49ers and recap their training camp at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys download that app. You'll get some more exclusive content right there on Bleacher Report. Guys, you've been an awesome crowd. It's time for me to go to bed. I'm going to find a way to rewatch this game. But the first thing on my checklist tomorrow, I need every Celtic fan to watch First Take. I want to hear Stephen A. Smith and them dudes talk about what they witnessed and watch the narrative change. I promise you. I'm your host, WayneBreezie. On behalf of my brother CP, he's asleep. I can tell you that right now. CPOG is knocked out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to all my 49er faithful out there as well. Thank you for being great sports and just supporting your boy Breezy. Till the next time, y'all. Celtics World. We out.